Hello. Hello, everyone. Today is November 14th, 2024. Uh, this is Rayton in University of Wisconsin Medicine. Today we will have a guest student. Yeah, the name?
My name is Will West. I'm a student from the University of South Florida. I'm rotating here at the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, so Will is from South Florida and now is a student. And we love to uh, provide an opportunity for them to practice in microsurgery. So yeah, let's get started. So now it's on this camera. Yeah. So Will, have you used microscope before?
Only in the lab, not
Only in the
surgical
lab.
microscope.
Have you kind of tried to use some micro instrument before?
No.
No. Okay, yeah. So like the microscope here, most of the microscope they are the almost the same, although they something new and something more electronic part. For this one, it's a size microscope, and it's the most basic thing is the eyepiece,
Okay.
and the objective lens, and then the objective piece for the looking at the surgical field, and then the foot control.
Okay.
Foot control. So the most important thing at the beginning is for the microsurgery is set up the microscope to match our eyes.
Okay.
So at the beginning, we set up the lens to match our eye. So the eyepiece is very important. Now, now we can see that this part we can move it up and down, and the goal is we want to look straight. We don't want to kind of bending our neck and look down. It's not comfortable. The good posture can help us to reduce the fatigue, because microsurgery always does a long time surgery, very long. So we can allow us to sitting or standing straight. That's making us comfortable and do a better job. So here, so the eyepiece has three things. One is this angle, and here the interpupil distance.
Okay.
If you like, for me, I have prescription. Then I know the number is like 68. And then every time I just adjust it there. If you don't have, you can just adjust it from the small to bigger and bigger to small, and when it match your eyes, that means both of our eyes can see one field. Let's turn on. Yeah, so you can try.
Maybe there.
Yeah. So now both of your eye can see one field, right?
Like separate fields?
No, the same one circle.
Oh. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Some of the students, they may have a little bit difficult to see that, and then I will use this method. Now yeah, stay away of the lens, and then you look at the lens. You can see a live spot in the lens, right? And then now slowly move your head close to the lens, and your eye keep watching on the live spot in the lens, and see what happens. Yeah.
Like with my head
Yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Should I be looking at just one of them?
Both, just like
Look.
the regular. Just move your head getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what happened?
It converges into one image.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a method when I teach a student, they didn't they have struggle to I see one field. I use this method. This method you can see the two lives will emerge to one. That can help them to make sense.
Okay.
So when you have a student, they have difficulty of kind of understand or adjust their eyes to see one field, you can use this method.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. And here's a number. Take a look here.
Mm-hmm.
So this 10.
Okay.
This is the magnification of the eyepiece.
Mm-hmm.
And here you can see there's a number
1.
0.4 and 0.5.
I see. Yeah.
0.4 and 0.5. So it's now it's 4, maybe 0.4.
So you could stand halfway.
Yeah, you can step on the zoom. Yeah, now it's 5.5. So now the magnification of the lens is 0.5 times 10,
Mm-hmm.
or any number times 10. That's now it's almost 6. Now it's 6 times of magnification.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we zoom in all the way, this one will go to 2.5 or 2.4. So the maximum power of this microscope is 24 times magnification.
Okay.
Yeah, and here's one thing. Let's take a look at here. So
Mhm.
here you may see
Like a minus sign.
minor and the minor and plus. So this one is also very important. It changed the diameter of the lens.
Okay.
So is your eye normal or
No, I have like prescription contact lenses in right
contact?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you have contact, that means your eye already correct.
Mhm.
So in this situation, you should make sure this one put it in the neutral position.
Okay.
If you put on like this way, that means you are wearing nearsighted glasses.
Okay.
And if you put on this side, that means you're wearing your grandma's
Yeah.
glasses.
Exciting. Okay.
So have you tried your grandma or your mom's glasses?
I tried other people's glasses. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
blurry.
You cannot see anything if it didn't match your eyes. So think about if you're wearing a wrong glasses during microsurgery, that's very painful. So this is a very important thing. Make sure every time you come to a microscope, make sure this one is match your eye.
Okay.
If you forget to bring your glasses,
I won't be able to see anything. So.
yeah. If like for me, I have a little bit. I have like 1.5.
Okay.
So, but I didn't wear glasses. I didn't feel comfortable there. And then I need to make this one to, here's one space is 0.5. So on my side, I need to make it to here to correct my eye.
Okay.
So if I didn't correct my eye, and then I set up the microscope, when I can see clear, can focus. On the other side, you cannot see you cannot see it clear.
Uh-huh.
So both sides, we need to correct our eyes by this lens or wearing glasses to see the same focus level on the surgical table. So think about if one side didn't match, both of you guys, when he can see clear, you cannot see clear. When you can see clear, the other side cannot see clear. So that's very painful. So in the surgery, like sometimes another secret use of this one is when you go to the OR, your teacher already doing microsurgery, and you jump in, and then you set up the microscope and match your eye, but you still cannot see clear. That probably your teacher may not set it up in the right way, but you don't want to interrupt your teacher because that he is doing surgery, that means he can see clear.
Mm-hmm.
So at that situation, what you can do is you just turn this one, no matter to the minus side or the plus side, you just turn it to match your eyes until you can see clear. That means by turning this one, is kind of you make a new prescription for yourself, for your eyes right away to correct the difference. So this one is very important. And it's kind of, I don't know before until I read some instruction. So this is a very helpful way to of this one, the diopter, in when you cannot see clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the eyepiece. And now you can step on the zoom. Yeah. Yeah, all the way. And I zoom out, you can zoom out the microscope.
How do I zoom out?
Yeah, that the black pedal is like a seesaw. You can step on the other side. Yeah, you can use your heel to step on this side. Just step on the black. Yeah. Yeah. So in some situation, you can use the manual adjust it. And here's the to change the light. Okay, now this is the microscope. Now it's not clear, right? It's not in good focus, right?
No.
So now we adjust the microscope a little bit, and then now we can see now here's clear. That means we should lower the microscope to see.
Okay, I'm
focus on,
seeing
yeah.
2 fingers when you. So it was, I grabbed this.
Yeah.
Change. Okay. Okay.
So just see both of us. Okay. Now you can step on the focus, right? On your right foot, right foot, right foot.
Right.
Yeah, this side. Yeah. This one. The other way, use your heel. Yeah, down there. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going until we can see the needle. Yeah, okay. It's very close. So now are you in the good focus now on your side?
No, I still see 2 of everything.
2 of everything.
Let's see.
Yeah, adjust the interpupil distance. Interpupil distance.
Huh.
You're not able to see one.
So I still see. I either see two or I only see one, but it's only in one eye.
Only in one eye. Oh, one thing, like we, is that better?
No.
Okay, okay.
No.
Now that maybe, now one thing I want to tell you is the how far our eyes should stay away from the lens. Right here. Come on, stand up, stand up,
Stand up.
stand up. Yeah, I see here.
Uh-huh.
This light project through the lens and come here. Right, here's the very sharpest spot right here, and then we getting further, it become blur and bigger, right, and the light spot. And here also getting blur and bigger. So that's just here is the best distance our eyes stay away from the lens.
Okay.
Because we want all the lights enter our eyes through the pupil, right?
Okay.
When we getting bigger, when we stay away like here, the light is already distract and it cannot enter our eyes. Or the
Okay.
and the same when we getting too close. So it's about 1 inch or 2 centimeter.
So like this is too close, so I should be right here. Well, whenever I change it to where I can only see one needle, it's because I can only see in one lens.
On one lens.
Mhm.
So some of the students at the first time, they may have some like struggle of seeing one field because their eyes is still not get used to the microscope. So do you know your number from your eye doctor?
I think
in
it's
the
3 and a
table.
quarter.
Huh?
I think it's 3 and a quarter. Might be 3 and a half. Minus 3 and a quarter. Minus 3 and a half. But the pupil.
Yeah, the
I don't
pupil
know.
is then.
No.
Oh.
I can go look though. I mean, this is okay. I can probably do it with this. I see one needle now.
Yeah, you can try a couple of times like that. Like stay away, and then move your eye closer. See if your eyes can get used to that.
Okay. I see one now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You try a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then when you can find a best distance, you can see one field.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. That happens. You know, when I had my first time and my first month of using microscope, I cannot see one field with my two eyes. So I
Uh-huh.
do surgery, kind of switching
Yeah.
one eye to other eye, and I complain every day for the whole month until almost 1 month. Suddenly, my eye, maybe the muscle they got changed, and then move my eye getting closer, and then I see one view. I feel so much better, but I don't know. At the beginning, I don't know. I can adjust it.
Uh-huh.
uh, so your eye can change. At the beginning, you may not feel comfortable. Uh, that's okay. Now, how many? Let's zoom out away. Zoom out. How now you can see the diameter is of the field we can see is, yeah, tell me the number you see.
What I see, I mean,
Yeah,
I
the
see,
diameter of the field is what we can
oh,
see.
I can see 10 to 50.
Yeah, like from
I mean,
here,
if I change my head position, I can see the 60,
yeah, 60. Okay, yeah.
but I can't see it all in one field, if that makes sense.
It
Like I
doesn't
have to
matter.
move my head.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, you write down.
Okay.
This now is 4 times magnification, and then you write down 4 times. Yeah, and then the diameter of the view, the D is 60 millimeter. Yeah, so that's the diameter of the view. Now, how deep we can see? This is the depth. How many millimeter we can see clear? Like beyond here, it's already starting to blur. So what we can see clear is from here to almost to here, right? Beyond what? How many millimeter you can see clear?
I would say
It doesn't matter.
it looks more blurry actually near the 0. It looks more clear up near the 40 and 30.
Oh, right here. So and here, what you can see is from here to here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So write down the depth. How? That's the depth.
30. Yes.
Yeah, 30. So can you see here clear or blur?
It's a little blurry.
Little blurry. Okay, that's good. You just adjust the focus. Yeah, make sure you can see it here clear. Yeah. Better?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So now you know what happened is I can see clear, but at that just now you cannot see clear in the same focus level, and it's because I set it up on my side. This eyepiece, the diopter is I adjusted to match my eye. But you know I realized my eye changed in the morning and afternoon. My diopter of my eyes changed. After a lot of screen time, my eye getting worse. So when I use the original diopter of the lens, actually making you cannot see clear. So in this situation, I would like to let you set up the microscope and you can see clear. When you can see clear, actually in my side, I can. It's not in a very good focus. Like there's still a little bit blurry. So what I do is, what I just do what I just tell you. I change the diameter of the lens. Now both of you and me, we can see the same focus level. We can see clear in of the needle now.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's take a look at the depths.
Yeah. At the 20, it starts getting a little blurry.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's about 20 milliliter like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So actually now I starting to have some farsighted, not nearsighted. I like 20 years ago when I was in college, I have nearsighted, and now it's getting 40. My eye getting become like the senior people has some farsighted.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now let's zoom in the microscope. Zoom,
Zoom this way.
yeah. I can zoom in all the way and see. Okay, now we zoom in all the way to 24 times.
That's very
So
blurry.
when it getting 24 times, we see it's now it's our lose focus, right?
Yeah.
And we can see the now we step on the focus. See and reset the microscope. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So we can see that the diameter of the wheel is, see, it's only like 10 millimeter, right? Yes, 10 millimeter. Okay, yeah, write down 24 times now. Yeah, and then the depth of the, how many millimeter you can
3.
see?
Maybe not 2. 2 are clear.
Yeah, 2. Now I want you to imagine there's a space. My one space is 60 millimeter, and then 2 centimeter high, 6 centimeter wide. That's the space we can do microsurgery at 4 times. Out of that, we cannot see clear. We cannot do microsurgery. But when the microscope is at 24 times, that space is become 1 centimeter wide and only 2 millimeter high. That's the space we can do microsurgery. Out of that, we cannot see clear.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot stitch the vessel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So think about that space, 1 centimeter high, wide, and 2 millimeter high. That's very tiny space.
Mm-hmm.
It's making it's very hard to do microsurgery.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the trimmer will cause a lot of problem.
Mm-hmm.
Even the normal trimmer of our hand will cause a lot of problem, and it's kind of getting fatigue very easy. So that's just in microsurgery. It's not only you just go to higher power to see the things bigger. We want to go to the lower power. We can see the things clear and can do micro instead of seeing things bigger. Because the bigger field we can see, the easier we can do surgery.
Mm-hmm.
If we only see so minimum space, and out there it's our control. We cannot do anything. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
So now, although some of the microscope they can see go to 30 or 50 times magnification, but actually most comfortably is like 4 is good, 6 is good, 10 is starting getting hard, like 16 or 20 already getting pretty hard. And if you do microsurgery 30 times, you really need a lot of training to kind of making your hand and eyes get used to like a super microsurgery. Yeah. Okay, now let's zoom out the microscope. Yeah. Let's zoom out all the way. Yeah, and then zoom in the microscope again. will. Do you see this time when we zoom in and zoom out?
Didn't
we
change
can,
focus.
yeah, we can see clear.
Mm-hmm.
But at the beginning we zoom in and then we out of focus a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What changed?
I mean, we focused it for the
Uh,
being more zoomed in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I want to talk about the depths. I think I remember the depths when it's at 4 times. The depth is like 2 centimeters. And when we can see clear, this ruler, maybe in here or here or here, right?
Yeah.
And when we zoom into 24 times, the depth become 2 millimeters. So when the ruler is in here, as we zoom in, we will feel our focus.
That makes sense.
So only it was when we were so lucky, this ruler is at the same of the same level of within this 2 millimeter, we can see clear when we zoom into 24 times.
So we should always zoom in all the way in microscope, get the focus, and then zoom out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. That's the what we use the depths in the real practice. Now the depths. So we want to focus the microscope in a higher power, set up the microsurgery microscope at a higher power. So in this way, when we zoom out to a smaller power, it can stay focused. So we don't need to set up the microscope again and again. So you should, like for the finger implantation, we may fix the nerve, use 4 times, and do the artery on 6 times magnification. Then we may go 8 times on the vein. So in that situation, we should set up the microscope in like 10 or 16 times magnification, and then we zoom out to different power to do different things. And then we don't need to set up the microscope again and again. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you give me a right answer, and that's the depths. What we use the depths in the real practice. Yeah. So this is about a microscope. Yeah. Zoom out the microscope again.
Screen viewing my phone.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you just start recording here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so now I think now, any question about the microscope?
No, I don't
No.
think so right now.
Yeah. So I believe now, if you go to the OR and sitting on, and go to a microsurgery, you know how to help yourself to see it clear and address some of the problem.
How can I raise? Can I
Yeah.
raise this while you
Yeah, yeah.
don't raise your side?
Yeah.
I just go up with it.
Yeah.
Or what?
Go up on that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. When we're sitting here, we want our elbow, like we can use our elbow in the right angle instead of have to go up. But most of the time, in the OR, that will happen. You have to use your body to match the table or match the film. Yeah. Now in the focus here of the needle,
It's
it's a little bit not.
a little bit blurry.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you adjust it to see it to make it maybe a good focus. Yeah, my side is also a little blurry. There is to adjust the focus and see.
Way. It's pretty worse. It's a little better.
Yeah, we we need to be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yes, it's now a little bit better.
That's as far as it goes that way. Okay, that's definitely worse. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So microsurgery, yeah, you don't hesitate to ask for help or to make sure you can see kind of perfect clear, perfectly clear. Okay, so that's the microscope. Now we talk about the instrument. Um, you know, like this is the needle holder. Needle holder. Yeah.
Okay.
So like this holds the needle holder. Yeah. Can you tell me what do you see different? What different do you see?
From each other or from like a regular needle?
Yeah, from each other.
Um, I mean, probably the distance between the tips.
Yeah, the arm, the difference of the arm.
Yeah. And then it's like distance this way as well as maybe a little bit of distance this way.
Mm.
And then this one is like notched.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah, so this one it has a needle holder and scissor combined. Yeah. What other difference?
and then they're all curved.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's straight needle holder and curved needle holder. And most of the time we prefer the the curved needle holder. Yeah, straight needle holder. The curved needle holder can handle the needle a little bit easier. So sometimes, most of the time, we hold the needle like this way when we stitching. Sometimes we want to point them down to pick up something easier than pointing down. Yeah. And what do you see the handle different? The difference of the handle.
These are kind of grooved.
Mm. This yeah, the round. This is the flat handle.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one's just like a linear. I don't know. The grip is a little different.
Yeah. Yeah. So the round handle is can provide some advantage. You can turn easier, and the flat handle you feel is more stable when you hold it. It's a little bit hard to turn. And you can see the two different materials. So this is the stainless steel. This is the titanium. All these three is titanium instrument. So the difference of this instrument is like the stainless steel. Eventually, it will got magnetized. Once it got magnetized, the needle will adhere to the instrument. See? So that makes it annoying when we get closer and then the needle adhere to that. And then in that situation, we need to demagnetize that instrument. The titanium instrument, they won't develop that. That's one of the most important difference. And it's a little bit lightweight, but some of the surgeons they prefer the heavier instrument so they can do it. Yeah, and then under the microscope, you can see some difference. The most different is the tip. The most important difference is the tip. Like this one, this stainless steel instrument, this is a standard needle holder for the plastic surgery. So when it says standard, it means the tip is 0.3 milliliter. See that?
Yep.
Like this is also 0.3. Like this one is a little bit bigger. This blue one is a little bit like close to 0.4. Yeah, and this rainbow instrument is the rainbow set instrument is the finest instrument in the world. So it says it's a 0.1 tip, but the concept is a little bit different. The 0.1 tip is very thin. So the smaller tip instrument of the needle holder, the less it will occupy the needle. So when we using a smaller needle, we would like to use a finer instrument. That's the same of the regular stitching. And here, see this one has a lock. Yeah, you can try. Yeah, you can go under the microscope and see how it lock and unlock.
It's not locking.
Like here. See? Then you squeeze and then you lock it and unlock it and see.
Yep.
You see how? Yeah. So that's there's a hook. Here you lock. When you press beyond there, it unhook. Yeah. So the locking instrument, is not so convenient actually.
All right.
Because once you lock it, you have to unlock it, right? And in a microsurgery,
You move a little bit every time.
yeah. So most of the time we don't use the lock instrument. The lock instrument, you can kind of catch a needle and then you can put it on the side. That's some of the advantage of the locking instrument. Yeah. And here I would like to show you some number and for how to read the information of the. Here you see.
Yeah. S&T C14.
Yeah. So S&T is the company. C is the curved needle holder. 14 is the length of the needle holder, 14 centimeter. Very top. I take a look at this one. So I see here Amy company. So here's needle holder, round handle. R is round handle, curved needle holder. Y a 0.1 tip. So this is the 15 centimeter long. The length is 15 centimeter. So that's some information we can read it. Yeah. And yeah, that's the needle holder. And this one you can see needle holder and scissor combined. I use this one when I have to do microsurgery by myself. At the beginning, we have a kidney transplant lab to do kidney transplant. Kidney transplant lab, and the protocol required me to finish a transplant, the one with ischemic time less than 30 minutes. And without an assistant, it's hard. Every time after I finish the knot, I need to put down the needle holder and then pick up the scissor, cut the suture and then put it down and then pick up the needle holder again. And every time making the ischemic time beyond 30 minutes, like 34, 35. And I know there's an instrument like this. And after I use this one, I don't need to put down the needle holder. Just kind of tie a knot and then cut the suture and then keep going. And this instrument saves me like 4 or 5 minutes every time. So the kidney transplant can be done by 28 minutes. But it's dangerous. think that sometimes when we do a running suture, during the running suture, I accidentally cut the suture. so so that teach me a lesson. I need to always close while moving. I need to always close the needle holder to prevent the suture get into the
Yeah.
the between the arm and cut. You can see the same in the regular instrument like this. The needle holder also see the needle holder combined. This is a scissor. I can see scissor.
Do you usually put your middle finger on it as well, or do you just do it like it's a pencil?
No, pencil. Yeah, this is a good way to hold the instrument. Use the middle finger to support and two finger to control. The idea actually is like the less finger we use, that means the less muscle we need to train to do micro. When some of the students they holding pens like this way and then they holding instrument like this way to get used to it, but then making it's a little bit hard. And then I would suggest to just use the middle finger to support and then the thumb and index finger to control it. Yeah. Now you can see the difference of the scissor. This set is the standard plastic surgery set. This one is a little bit smaller. It's for the hand surgery. But this one is really tiny, the blade. So this is the superfine scissor for the super microsurgery. The final instrument it's more expensive. This one is about now it's about $900
Oh, wow.
for this scissor. This one is maybe $300-400. And yeah. So here I wanted to show you information on here. This is a straight scissor. Straight scissor. So here's
Yeah, SNT.
company. So this S is the scissor, and A is the adventitia. This is straight, 15 centimeter long. So that's the information of that. This is the curved scissor. You can take a look at this one. Company, scissor, dissection, curve, 15 centimeter long. So usually, most of the time, we use the curved scissors for dissection, like dissect a vessel, dissect a nerve. The curved scissor, like the regular scissor, like this one, usually we use a curved scissor to dissect during the dissection. So the same idea. And by this one, they name it as an adventitia scissor. Actually, I think it's most of the time when you go to read a textbook on microsurgery, then we need to remove the adventitia. The textbook will say you can pull all the adventitia beyond the edge of the vessel, and then you just make a straight cut here, like this. I think that's the reason they name a straight scissor as an adventitia scissor. But most of the time, this one is too good to be true. You cannot just pull the adventitia away and then cutting like that way. If the vessel looks like that, that probably the vessel already got damaged. The adventitia already got isolated from the vessel. It's not the vessel. Most of the time, we need to trim the adventitia by dissection. So we still use the adventitia to clean this dissection scissor to clean the adventitia actually. And the straight scissor, we only use it to make a straight cut of the vessel, or we want to spatulate the cut, the edge to make it bigger. So we only use it to prepare the vessel. So it's not like I said, the adventitious system. Yeah, and I would like to show you some information here. This is the, what's that?
Scissor.
Yeah,
D.
the dissection.
Dissection.
Yeah.
Curved.
Yeah,
It's 15 centimeters long.
yeah. So this R is the round handle. Round handle, and this A is A milliliter. A milliliter. That's a global standard of the handle. Everyone made the round handle instrument the diameter as A milliliter. Yeah, and then F is 5. So you can see it's a 5 blade scissor, small scissor. And 12. 12, this number is the length of the blade. See here from the joint to the tip of the scissor is about
12 millimeters.
12 millimeter, right? And the standard one, like this standard one is about 2 centimeter. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to show you something interesting. Take a look at these 2 scissors information. Yeah. Yeah. Is that, do you see any difference?
SNC, STC 15, F12.
Yeah, it's exactly the same, right? So this
Yeah.
information is exactly the same.
Yeah, just
So
different company.
it should be the same, right?
Yeah.
But when you take a look at the instrument, you can see that
Yeah.
it's different. So the 5 scissor, the different company, they have different concept. Like this one, they think it's already 3D5. But actually, this one is kind of the real 5 instrument. And that's, I want to look, this is getting blunt, and then I want to buy a new one. And then I see this company, and they much cheaper. And then, okay, it looks like the same. And then I buy this one. After I got it, I realized you always got what you pay.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's the season. So any question about season?
I don't think so.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure you understand a lot more when you have an instrument and can understand what is that on the information on the scissors. Now, there are usually 4-time instrument, like needle holder, scissor, and then forceps. Forceps is important. Like this is the forceps. Yep. So what difference do you see? This one is also a forceps.
More like the length.
Yeah, and then
Flat handle versus round handle.
yeah. This one is a bit.
If the end is, these are straight, this one's standard, this one's curved.
Yep.
And this one's got this locking piece that I don't know if that
Kind
locks.
of matching.
Yeah. This one's gonna be heavier than these like smaller ones, especially
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this rainbow set is gonna be the width of the tips are gonna be smaller and thinner than the others.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like you can see also like this one is stronger. This is finer. So this one is to pick up some bigger structure. So this one is to pick up some finer structure. And the round handle is easier to turn to change the orientation of the open. Flat handle is holding it more stable. And this is the angle forceps. It's easier to walking under the vessel or passing something. Yeah. And the tip is the most important thing. All the money is paid for the tip. And the tip broke, and then the money is gone. So let's take a look at like this standard needle holder is also have some information here. Yeah. S&T, JFL, Dura, forceps, long forceps, L is long, and this 3 is 0.3, the tip is 0.3 millimeter. Okay.
Yeah.
So the S&T is pretty kind of pretty accurate of what they said. This one is the what's that?
J.
Dura,
Jeweler.
yeah, Dura, forceps,
Flat.
forceps.
Forceps. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Jeweler forceps.
5-inch and 0.1 tip. So the tip is 0.1 millimeter. Yeah, it's a very fine
Yeah.
tip. And this one has more information here. What's that?
Jeweler
Dura,
forceps.
forceps,
Adventitia.
ankle,
Angle.
and long.
Long.
Yeah, and 0.3. The tip is 0.3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's so this superfine needle holder is like 12 millimeter long or 12 centimeter long, 0.1, 0.5 millimeter. So this is the finest needle hole forceps we have. And here's the one. Yeah, the same. So this rainbow instrument is the finest forceps in the world for the super microsurgery. You can see the design is very good. You can see the design only touched on the tip, so you can pick up very small structure very accurately. Like this round handle instrument, it can touch the segment of the tip, right? This design can making it handling the suture better. I think about if you want to catch a suture by this needle holder, it's hard because you need to squeeze a lot to catch the suture. Or you have to pick up the suture by the very tip of the instrument. That's not so easy. Yeah. So this is the knee forceps. And the third thing is this one. You see the difference of this one and this one.
So this one's curved.
Yeah, curved. And look at the tip.
The tip itself.
Yeah. Here you can see the tip is pretty smooth and tapered, right? So this is the dilator.
Okay.
Yeah, dilator. So the dilator, we use the dilator in two ways. One is when the vessel, we prepare the vessel and then we trim it and cutting it and use the saline for indication. And then the smooth muscle, we try to close the vessel also. So that's the spasm of the vessel. So before we perform the anastomosis, we would like to use the dilator to make it go back to the normal size. And then we put into the lumen and then making it dilated. And another situation is when one side is small and other side is big, we want to dilate a smaller side to match both sides. And so we can do the anastomosis easier. So because we need to put it inside the lumen, we want to reduce the risk of damage of the vessel, the intima. So we polish it, making it very smooth, and then tape it. So that suggests we should not. If we have this one, we should not use this very sharp instrument put into the lumen of the vessel, because the intima is the last barrier of to prevent coagulation of thrombosis. Yeah. So these four instruments: needle holder, Caesar, forceps, dilator. And there's other special instruments like the clamp holder, like your clamp applier. Something that's different, but mostly is the 4 instrument. One set of instrument, you should have one needle holder, 2 scissors, 1 straight, one curve, and then 3 forceps, 6 instruments. That's good for 2-person practice. Because one person usually will have a needle holder or one forceps, and then you as a helper, you may use 2 forceps to help me. And then when you need to cut, you may put down one of the forceps and then pick up a needle holder. So usually 3 forceps and 2 scissors, 1 needle holder. That's good enough for 2-person practice. Any question?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, and then a microsurgery instrument is it's very delicate. It's very easy to get damage. So I always try to be very careful. But we only use microsurgery instrument for the microsurgery. So don't use it to cut the paper or cut the silicone tubing. Use regular scissors to cut it. Once it got blunt, it's hard to. Even we can sharpen it, but cannot go back to the original quality. When we just use the cut vessel and something, it can last for a pretty long time. And avoid you dropping it. And like this super 5.05 tip, the instruction of using this one even tell us don't try to tap on the table to adjust the instrument. Sometimes we, like the regular instrument, we may tap on the table and then adjust it. But when you tap this 0.05 tip on the table, you may already lose it. And that's $400 per one. This one is 1,500.
Oh wow, the scissors.
The needle holder. Yeah, the scissor at the same time. Okay, that's the needle instrument. Now when we use needle holder and instruments, then another good friend of us is the suture. So you can write down microsurgery in plastic surgery and hand. Most of the time we use AO, yeah, 9O, 10O, 11O, and 12O. 12O is the smallest suture we have in the US. In Japan, they have 13O. We don't have it here. And like in the transplant or vascular surgery, showing the big vessel, they may use like 5O, 7O. But most of the time we use this from the AO. So usually we choose sutures like that, like the AO. We suture on the vessel bigger, like 3 millimeter above. 3 millimeter above, like the DIP. And then we can use AO. When it's between 2 to 3, we can use 9O. When it's between 1 to 2, we use this 10O. When it's a sub-millimeter vessel, we may like to use the 11O. When the vessel going to like smaller, like 0.5, 0.3, 0.4, if we have 12O, that's better. We should use the 12O. The bigger number is the smaller sutures. And another thing about the suture is the needle. So they put different needles on the sutures. So it should be smaller needle in a smaller suture. We thought, but actually it's not. Sometimes the company is just they mix like they have 3 different needle and 3 different suture. They just kind of match each other and then make it. So that makes some of the product actually is not easy to use. I would say that's a wrong product. Like for example, like this. Right. This 9O is the typical suture we use. And here's the here. This is the suture 0.05 0.3 metric. This is a pharmacology unit metric. And then this is 0.3. The 10 is 0.2. 11 is 0.1. Like this. This is a 12. The 10 is 0.2. The 11 here you can see 11 is 0.1. This is Europe. It's the same metric, but it's a Europe unit pH. And the 12 is going to 0.01, so it's 10 times smaller than 11. And now we can see like this one. This is the information of the needle. BV. You know what the BV means? Abbreviation. Blood vessel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100 micron of that's the diameter of the needle. The diameter of the needle. Needle body. 5.1. Here the point missing the point. It's actually so 0.1. 5.1. This is 3.8. This is a 5.1 millimeter vessel. A needle. That's the length of the needle. 3/8 circumference. We don't like the half circumference needle in the microsurgery. And taper tip. Taper tip is considered as a traumatic needle. So this is the NIO. And AO, when we use AO, we want, as it's showing the bigger vessel, we want a bigger needle, right? So take a look at this one is blood vessel, BV, right? What's this? 130. That's the 130 of the diameter of the needle. So it's a thicker needle comparing to the 100 micron needle. 3.8 millimeter. So this is shorter than the NIO, right? The NIO, the needle on the NIO suture is 5.1 millimeter. So they put an even shorter needle on an AO suture. And then the other place is the same. So actually, this one is the product I would like to say is not good, not easy to use. The thing about you stitch it on a femoral artery, and then you use a very short needle. You cannot reach out to the other side. You cannot reach to the other side. Every time you need to one side, and you need to take it out and then stitch the other side. So this is what when we're doing a femoral artery transplant, and the lab asked us what kind of suture do you want to use. I said AO suture, and then they give this. Then I got the AO. I realized, wow, the needle is so short. Why they make the needle small needle on an AO suture? And then we told them, okay, donate to our lab. You can use it as an education. Buy something new. And then they buy another one AO suture with the 5.1 millimeter needle. That's better and it's good to use. In the transplant surgery, the needle sometimes it has like 9 millimeter needle, longer needle. Sometimes they have double arm, so they can learn the suture and then tie it, but not at the end. Yeah, so when you go to a well-established plastic surgery, it won't be a problem. So if you are the first microsurgeon and the nurse asks you, hey, for the best, what suture do you like? And when they bring something for you, you should, if you know the knowledge of the suture, you can tell what's good for you and what's the wrong thing, instead of struggling using a short needle. Yeah. So this is the 12. Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
2 millimeters.
Yeah. So the needle is 2 millimeter. Yeah.
So 3/8.
Yeah.
The circle.
Yeah. The circumference. Yeah.
Tapered.
Yeah. Taper.
DM2. So that's just the name of it.
Yeah. 2 is 2. Yeah. 2 millimeter, I think. Yeah.
50 micrometers.
Yeah, 50 micron. Yeah. So here's another 50 micron, and this is the 11 suture of the epicon. So it's a 3.8 millimeter and 50 micron. So this needle is almost twice of the length of the 12 of this needle on the 12 suture, right? So that's why when we doing a half millimeter needle vessel, like the lymphedema LVA, we do the lymphedema reconstruction. When the vessel is vessel is really small, you may use the 12 hole. Yeah, so you can see here's two needle. You see two needle.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is AO suture and the needle. I think it's the 5 millimeter needle. And you can see.
Yeah, the magnetism from the.
Yeah. So it's about. And this is the 12 suture. You cannot see it outside the microscope. The 12. Yeah, you come out to see if you can see the 12.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it just barely.
A little bit, right? Yeah, but it's hard to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the 12 needle. Yeah. Yeah, let you try. Then pick up. Yeah. Yeah, try to pick up the 12. Yeah. So now you are using the finest needle holder instrument to pick up the smallest needle in the US.
Oh, did it break it?
Hmm?
It looks like it bent the needle.
Yeah, that bends a little bit. So at the beginning, the needle is very easy to got bend for the beginning. So when we catch the needle, we would like to hold the needle like this way. Like the needle perpendicular to the needle holder. So this is a stable way of holding the needle. So now we pivot a little bit to line up the vessel of the needle. Okay. Now we can try to handle some. Now use this one, this regular needle holder. This goes up. Okay. Now you pick up the needle and put a stitch here. Yeah, so lower the instrument because when you raise it, you will out of the depth of the field. Yeah, so lower, keep everything low, everything low, so we can see it clear and stay in the depths. Use this. We use this one. Yeah, this is the demagnetizer. This one. So what we can do is we holding it and then just in and out, and then we demagnetize that instrument. We need to the very strong force inside, so we need to hold it. See? Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Okay. You try one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're holding it. You're holding the tail. Only holding the tail. Yeah. And there will be very strong magnet inside, so you need to slowly go in. Don't touch. Don't touch the. Yeah, and then out. Yeah. Don't touch. Yeah. See.
Okay. So I should hold it with the tips up.
Better, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We need the needle. Like we want to at the beginning, passing the needle, pick up the needle is hard. At my beginning, I just practice at home, pick up the needle and then adjust it to the right direction.
Yeah, I couldn't get it in the right direction.
So the easier way is to hold the suture and then dangling the needle, and then we can adjust it.
Okay.
And then we can just pick it out like this way. So pass the needle holder from instrument to instrument. That's a very natural way we go. But because the needle is rigid, the instrument is rigid, so making it is hard. It's not so easy. So most of the time we dangling the needle, so right, you can see, and then adjust it and then catch it. Yeah, and then when we're stitching, here with that, I V, and then take it out, and like this, and the nuts. And that's like that. And that's different technique we will talk about. We will talk about it today. Okay.
Okay.
This one is also, yeah. So slowly, because the earth, there's a big piece of magnet. So we slowly this instrument all got magnetized. rest your hand on the table. Nice. Yeah, nice. Good enough. Yeah. Getting better.
Can I cut it?
Yeah. Usually 3 nights is good enough for microsurgery. The practice is it's fine. So for the microsurgery, there's different techniques of tying up. So I would like to okay, you know. Too hot.
Oh, it's, yeah, it gets
Stop
hot.
walking. Stop walking. So this demagnetisor is crazy.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, generate a lot of heat. The first time I used this one is in Dr. Paul's office. I bring like 30 instruments there, and I call the nurse in the OR and bring out one of that, and I thought I can demagnetize all 30 instruments in 1 hour, and after I demagnetize the 3 and 4, it stopped working.
Yeah.
And it's because it's generating too much heat there, and then I need to cool it down. Crazy. So the stitching, I can take it out. I take out the needle. Like the needle, the forceps is not designed to pick up the needle.
Okay.
So most of the time you would like to use the needle holder to take it out. You pick up the needle. If you're still holding the needle holder like this way, before we close the arm of the needle holder, one arm already hit it away, like maybe this arm or this arm. So actually we need to turn the needle holder a little bit to match the curve of the needle holder, so we can catch the needle better. Now when it's on the left side, we don't want to use our right hand go to the left. We just use our pass it to our left hand, then go all the way to the left. And our needle holder to make it by a pulley to make sure this part is going straight through the vessel. You don't want to suture like this way and then colon like this way, because there will be sometimes we cheese wiring the edge of the vessel. So we want this part is straight, go past through the vessel. So sometimes we put a needle holder here, sometimes we release it, and just make sure it's going straight.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just pulling it all the way out by one hand. I try to avoid like pass the suture again and again, like this way. Because once we clamp on the vessel, on the suture, there will be some small damage to the suture, especially when it goes to the 9 or 10 or 11. So to starting the tying knots, there's different method. I will tell you why we use different method and what is the difference. So most of the time, like at the beginning, I think about we do a regular stitching. Like we stitching needle holder, then we do a regular stitching. We after we take the suture, the bring on, we will use our hand and always make loops on the needle holder. So this is one of them. We can do this method in a microsurgery, like what you just did. Make loops always on the needle holder. And that's some of the professor I see they teach.
I learned I couldn't do that in the microscope to like cross my hands.
Because the hand is not comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So, but you still see that technique. That's translated directly from the regular stitching method. So actually, we will feel when we're doing it, it's across the instrument and the microscope is not so easy, right? So that's something, that's a good point. You got that sense. So actually, in the microsurgery, we try to avoid cross the instrument because we don't feel comfortable. Okay, I stitch one here. Yeah, now I will let you do your hand tie enough. Yeah, okay, Bill. So at the beginning, you cross the suture. So why cross the suture?
That way I don't have to cross my hands later.
Yeah, good point. So even in the regular suture tying knots, we try to cross the suture to avoid cross our hand. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so we should, in the microsurgery, cross the instrument is not comfortable. So, and then we should try a way to avoid cross the instrument. Yeah, and then I will let you know how we do that. You give me a right answer. Yeah, happy. So after we take the suture out, see, after I take the suture out, I bring it back in front of me, and then I hold in the long end
With
by my needle holder.
Yeah.
This suture into my pass it to the needle holder. Use the needle holder to hold in the long end. Then I start to tie the first knot. Now you can see the first knot. I don't need to cross the instrument to tie a flat knot, right? Then, so what happens is it's only the tip touch. So I need to squeeze a little bit more to catch and then the second knot, the third knot. So this very good square knot with square knot, very tight square knot. It won't slip down. It's
Yeah.
still very good.
I don't. So
Yeah, what's the question?
your needle holder is in which hand right now? Which one's the needle holder that you have?
So I will show you all the method we use first,
Okay.
and then I will explain a little bit, and then you try. Only when you try, you will make sense. Okay, so the first method is like what we do is like the same way we holding the long end by the forceps, and then cross the instrument, cross the suture instrument to tie a square knot. So this is the one of the method. Actually, it's not so convenient. The second method is actually I use this as a training method. We pass the suture every time. So this method has two advantages. We train both of our left hand and right hand to be able to tie knots. And it's a good way to improve our hands dexterity. When I go to some education course, some of the teacher, they said, okay, you just do it like the same way of your regular stitching of the skin. But I realized, why both of my hand can tie knots? I didn't feel left hand and right hand. And I remember that's because I pick up this method, passing the suture, every time. When I was a resident, I see that my teacher was doing that. I feel it's fun, and I pick it up. And then I train both of my hand and tie knots. And this one I used to teach the resident here, so they can train both of their hands. And also there's other advantages. We just point left to right. We don't need to think across the instrument to tie a square knot. So it's using this method, you can get started easier and have more fun also, and train both our hands. So we don't stay away here to make loops. We always go on above, very close to the short end, make loops and then pick it up. Instead of make loops here and then move to catch it. So first one. And then after you're getting better, you don't need to pass the suture. You can just, the second knot, we may not cross it completely. You may see them, they just pulling it up and down. Up and down also can tie a good square knot. And then the third one is just left to right again. So this is a little bit modified method. Instead of passing the suture, cross the suture. So you will see this method a lot in the practice. So they don't actually have to cross the instrument completely. They're just pulling it up and down that way. So, but at the training, I still kind of recommend you use the passing the suture to train both of your hands. And when you're getting better, there's two good methods we teach here. It's the airborne method. The airborne method is we can hold in the suture and then you won't lose it. You can control the short end and then just pick it up. The nail is still pretty stiff, so still drawn away. Okay, this one, control it, catch it. This one, control it, and catch it. So this is the airborne method. Airborne method is the good thing is you don't need to drop it off, and then the short end won't adhere to the tissue or hiding behind the vessel. You always it's always in the air. It's so convenient. And when you're even getting better, there's another method. It's kind of, you can control the short end 100%. Like you still holding to the suture, and like this way. So this method looks slow, but when you're working in a deep space, like a cavity, or it's supposed the suture short end will go behind of the vessel once you lose it. Use this method actually can save your time and it's more convenient. So this is here 1 second. I would like to say still not published yet. You only can learn this one here. So this is mostly the method we can use in the OR. Now I think you understand why and what is the difference of this technique. So when you see something different, you may see what's the good and what's the disadvantage and when we can use it. Okay, so let you try. Yeah, and you rest your table, your hand on the table. But think about how you're writing. Right, when you're writing, we holding the pen and our hand is completely rest on the table. It's very comfortable, right? Every time when you're doing it's not comfortable, find a way of doing the stitching just like writing.
I'm
Yeah.
still seeing two images sometimes.
Still two images.
Sometimes, yeah. I'm like trying to
Yeah,
figure out.
let's move it to a little bit on the middle.
Ah, there we go. Okay. It's very different than what it looked like a second ago.
Yeah, and then keep focus on the short end and keep it pulling it until like 3, like 5, 6. Yeah. Now I want you to remember one thing is now bring it back to in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You may use this forceps. This needle, this forceps, like actually it's not a very good design. You can see. Even we squeeze a lot, the tip still not close. So this forceps is not a good design. The dilator. Yeah. Okay. Now you hold the suture and bring it back to in front of you. Yeah. You can squeeze a little bit down, bigger, stronger, so you can catch the suture back. Yeah. And catch the suture. Pass the suture to catch the suture by a needle holder.
Okay, what do you want me to grab it with my?
Yeah, needle holder. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, holding it a little bit short, stronger. Okay, yeah. Yeah, lay roots on the forceps.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, lay roots on the forceps. Yeah, put the forceps in between these two sutures. So, right? See, now your forceps is behind two sutures. So this forceps should in between these two sutures. Go here. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Holding it a little bit longer. So when we tie knots, I want you to remember one thing. One is when you bring it back the suture to in front of you. And then second is holding the long end is like 2.5 to 3 times of the short end. That's equivalent to tie knots.
Okay.
Yeah. To root. Yeah. Close the forceps. Yeah. Okay. Catch it. Yeah. Yeah. So stay low. Don't raise the suture. Yeah. Stay low. Stay low. Yeah. Yeah. One loop. Two loop. Yeah. And here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and then pass the suture to your forceps, catch here. Yeah, okay, and then the roots on the middle corner. And then bring it back to in front of you. Pass the suture to the middle holder. Yeah. So now you know if you should hold on this side a little bit longer, so you can have more freedom. Yeah. Yeah. So now at the beginning there's some struggle. You know, that's because the muscle of our hand, finger, and wrist, they never work together to do this motion. So it's totally normal. And that's why we want the practice in the lab. This help us to train this muscle, this group of muscle, they work together as a team. A little bit longer, holding a little bit longer. Yeah. Yeah. Stay low. And yeah, stay low, then we can see freedom. Yeah. So you should catch every time you catch the tip of the suture, that can avoid the tie the knot inside the tie the short end inside the knot. the loop is not on yet. Yeah. 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 So the resident here, they start practice micro when they are PGY1.
Uh-huh.
So when they are PGY3, 4, they're already very good. So when they rotate outside, and when they rotate in the ENT, the ENT teacher will say that technique. When it goes to the microsurgery technique, they are 2 years ahead of their PGY year.
Wow.
Yeah, because they practice and then they teachers see they're pretty good and then they will get more opportunity in the real case.
Can they come in here whenever they want, or they book times?
I put my time open available on a Google Sheet, and then they just find a time and match, and then they practice. That's a better way comparing to like they just spend 1 week, in the lab and learn everything. Because it's the technique you practice once and you understand it, but it didn't mean you can do it. You still need to practice enough time to be better. Yeah. So it looks like you still cannot see clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you need more time to get used to the microscope, and that's normal. Yeah, my first one is lower the instrument. Yeah. And at the beginning, your hand, your finger didn't have too much sense of how much force you use. So the muscle in your finger, especially the left hand, is getting sore very quickly. Especially the hypothela.
It feels like I have no depth perception.
No depth perception?
Yeah, I can't tell
Hmm.
if it's higher or lower than where I'm looking.
Yeah. Can both of your eyes see one field, or you have to
My
switch?
left eye is just looking into blackness.
Yeah, that's why only when it's necessary to both of your eye can see to get the depth of the perception of the depths. Yeah, we try a little bit more, and I more than America. So the long end is also on your first step. So can easily go into the net also. Yeah, it's like the depth perception is a problem.
Yeah, I and I'm only looking through one
Yeah.
through my right eye.
Yeah, that's another. So you try that. Yeah, try to use that method. Stay away and then get
Yeah.
closer and see. So you feel it's the in the pupil distance too big, or
I don't know. I mean, I just can't get it where I'm like looking at one thing. I'm either seeing two images or one eye is seeing no images. Like right now, I see two knots.
do not?
If I spin it backwards where the interpupillary distance gets bigger, I just see I see two. If I spin it where the interpupillary distance gets smaller, I see two knots. Two knots. It's getting the 2 knots. Now I
Okay.
only see one knot, but my
Yeah.
left eye is just seeing nothing.
Yeah, I watched your eye. I see the live spots right on your pupil. This one should be a good distance for in the pupil distance for you. Yeah, you try use the method. Stay away and move your head closer and see if you can find a better position. If the view kind of blocking by the side of this side, then maybe it's too small. The distance is too small.
Better before fast I can go on. Let's see. So I should see the knot right in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Like right now, if I close my left eye, I see the knot right in the middle of the field. If I
Yeah.
close my right eye, I can't even see a knot. I just see the needle driver tips.
Your right eye.
My left eye will only see the needle driver tips. My right eye will see the knot in the middle of the field. With both eyes, I just see the knot in the middle of the I see the knot in the middle of the field. It looks like what I'm looking through in my right eye. But then it seems like then my left eye's not seeing it, so I'll have no depth perception. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that. I can see the live spot in your eyes. Now it's very kind of. Let me see. Can you just look at the microscope? Stay away a little bit. Stay away. stay away a little bit so I can see the live spot on your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just look straight. Look straight. Mm. Yeah, a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Closer. Yeah, try.
I see 2 knots.
Do not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens for some student I before. Just yeah, try to find the best now for your eyes, and then it may take some time for your eyes to get used to it. Because now I can see the light spot is right on your pupil, and you're looking at that. We can practice about 10 more minutes, and then I
Yeah.
have to go to pick up my
Oh, yeah.
daughter.
No, of course.
You can try
Oh,
this.
wow. See, now I close my left eye, and now I see my needle driver is more close to the suture
Yeah.
from where I was before it. This looks like I'm over top of the suture,
Uh,
and that is.
well, you may try this loop.
Oh,
See
man.
if you can. This loop is the in the pupil distance is also adjustable. Let's
Okay.
see if we can see it.
Is this so the only thing I adjust is this?
Yeah.
Is there
You can bend
something to focus?
like bend like that.
Okay.
You see the needle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of your eyes see one field.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah. Great. How do you know our program? Have you met other people before?
Met met
Some of our attending.
the program here at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my 3rd week here. No, I've loved it. It's been amazing. Everybody's been really welcoming and learn a lot every day.
Yeah, the tending is very fine, so very nice.
Is your daughter at school right now, or is it?
Oh, she will go to a swimming class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Please don't let me keep you from picking her up.
Yeah, I know we can practice a bit more. I can see you're getting better. Just need some time.
Yeah.
Now you can tie knots pretty good. Yeah, and anyway, this is your first time. Without a very close instruction, the first time you don't move so so far. Yeah, first time you may still struggle pick up the needle. You practice by yourself. So slowly get into them. That's another.
Yeah, this would obviously take a lot of practice.
Yeah. This is not good. We always should turn the needle holder like this way and catch the suture like this way. First, when we catch the suture like that way, then when that way, and then when we bring here, the suture will under our needle holder. So we always should hold the suture like this way. So when we bring here, the suture is in front of the needle holder. Okay. Yeah, making progress. 30 not there. Okay, let's wrap up the training today. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's take a selfie. 3 seconds. Yeah, good.
Yeah, figure out how to work the microscope clearly.
Oh, yeah, I think we are on the right track, but we just need some time to get used to the microscope. And I can see the Thai nuts now is much better than the beginning.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
doing this.
Now it's now I have.
Oh wow.
Do you feel that time?
Wow, no, it didn't feel like that one.
Yeah. So Liu and I practice about 2 hours and a half. Actually, although it's like 1 hour and a half, it's 150 minutes. But we didn't feel that way. How long do you feel?
Yeah, I felt like about an hour.
Yeah. So that means we really enjoy the practice. When we didn't feel the time and then that time just like melting away, that's we are in the flow state and that's the beauty of Microsurgery. Really focus on that. So tell us a little bit what in today's practice, we talk about the microscope, the instrument and suture and handling the suture and Thai nuts. What is most you feel most helpful for you today?
I felt like it was all really helpful. Every single thing we did felt like the most helpful thing.
Awesome.
I think, like learning all the instruments was good. Seeing, how they're identified, under the microscope, really good. And then I really liked the picture you drew, demonstrating why it's focus the microscope at the maximum zoom out.
Yeah, basically a bias ask you about that. Figure now what I want you to understand, and that's the way we want to use how to use the depths. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you have one more week. I hope you enjoy your time in medicine.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye everyone.